Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahusha, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahusha, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahusha, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahusha. Let's give more praise to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahusha, by Hashem, Karfadash. The ones to the apostles, the great millstone, citation all the Akim and Aqua that rule. Yeah, this Yahweh coming in, year of prophecy, what a year it has been, coming down to the last end. And I'm gonna label this the masters of the universe. Some off Umar Johnson was doing is Dr. Umar Johnson, celebrity leaders, trinification, kid texting. Now, this is not used for monetary purposes. Disclaimer alert, disclaimer alert. This is not for monetary purposes. This is for education. And I'm only using a snippet because you know they going in on those channels. So let's go back a little bit.
I found this out like 2 months ago. So they burn every year when they're done with that line or whatever.
They burn
them.
Yeah.
That they don't like no factory store or nothing. Just
Well, they burn it to keep the value up because you know the less you have in circulation,
the more expensive it is.
valuable it is. And it's sad because when I go to Africa, because we are the leaders, we are the what do you want to call this? We are the fad leaders of the entire race. We're the I don't want to call it culture. What do you want to popular culture leaders? Every black person in the world is looking at Black America to decide what's hot and what's not.
Yeah, that's
Literally,
It's sad.
literally.
It's
They
sad.
emulate the way you wear your hair, they emulate the way you dress, your music, the whole nine.
Yeah.
So when we don't get our act together, we're not only affecting us, we're affecting the whole race.
We are.
Black kids in Jamaica want to do what you're doing.
Bunyan
Black kids
Young.
in South Africa want to do what you're doing. So
Israelites.
everybody watches us.
Yeah.
And they create their culture based off of what we're doing. And we don't even know what the hell we're doing. So imagine they don't. It's the blind following the blind.
Yeah, kind. So as you can see, Umar Johnson, from traveling all over the world, being Pan Africa, he noticed one thing: whether you go to Europe, whether you go to Africa, and that's supposed to be the motherland. No, the Israelites is the salt of the goddamn world. We not Africans. That's why they following us. And those who on the West Coast, them Israelites too. That's why a lot of flavor come up out of that. That's why you got people as Chris Tucker. You have who else? A lot of actors, actresses, basketball players are from Ghana and from Kenya and from those different lands. But let's go right into Luke 14:34. Because see, the Israelites are the salt of the world. That's why we got that flavor like we got, and everybody want to follow us from around the world. This and them heathens, of course, they're gonna follow us. That's who them Africans are. But they mix us like crabs in a barrel. But this Luke 14:34. That's why knowing your heritage, your history, and your nationality, it brings you to the understanding. Hold on. God damn. It's Job 8, because we don't just make stuff up like, well, if you did this and if no, motherfucker, what our ancestors say to us. Job 8:8. For inquire, I pray thee, for the former age, King David, my ancestor. Moses, my ancestor, former age, and prepare thyself to the search of thy fathers. And that's what us Akims and Aquas did. Shall not they teach thee? See that? Shall not Moses teach us? Because I'm finna go into why Umar Johnson is saying that we the basically flavor of the world. I'm finna show that. Shall not they teach thee and tell thee and utter words out of their heart? See that? So let's get there. What Umar Johnson was talking about. Let's get our history. Go back to this Exodus. Because when we left about that way from them heathens, them Africans, them Canaanites, them Hittites. This Exodus 1:1. Let me show you how the African women reference towards the Israelite women. It's a difference, big difference. I'm gonna let the scripture speak, and this is our history. And this ain't nothing new on we, the leaders of the world. This but guess what? This called Masters of the Universe. I'm finna show you how we finna transition from the leaders of this world, which y'all already know that, to the masters of the universe. You hear me, right? Masters of the universe. The blacks, Latins, and Native Americans, and the mixed multitude out of all nations finna become they Israelites, so it don't matter. They finna become. Y'all better, man, look. Certain things you just can't just talk it like it's just, oh yeah. No. Masters of the universe, bro. Think about that. Just think about that for a little bit, right? You know how you want a estate, you want to be a king and queen or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You see Elizabeth and them over there in Europe. You see the president, you see Trump and them, you see Jeff Bezos and them, the billion trillionaires. No. Masters of the universe. I want everything. Let's get this. Exodus, man, you hear me, right? Masters of the universe. That's not no small, significant, minute thing. To know that you're going into inheritance, the master of the universe. Now I see why Esau kicked your motherfucking ass. I would too. You mean to tell me you black, nappy head, stupid, bird brain, tomahawk, Native American, drunk, bro, the blacks, Latins, and Native Americans finna become the masters of the universe. Come on now. Who could say something against that? What could somebody do against that? This, I can't, look, okay, go ahead. Exodus 1:15. And this says Moses being born and why he was put in that river and sunk down the river because of situations that was going on. It's Exodus 2 and I'm sorry, Exodus 1:15. No, I'm gonna start. Yeah, Exodus 1:15. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of the one was Sapphira, and the name of the other Puthra. And he said, when ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women, and see them upon the stool, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then she shall live. And why is that? Because the power come through the man. That's why today, you blacks, Latins, and Native Americans has been getting your ass handed to you. Literally. Live. That's why you're no threat. That's why you a threat and our women ain't no threat. Until they wake up to this knowledge, then you and them become a threat. But the midwives feared God and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them, but saved the man children alive. See that? So forget what they talking about. We fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah. So when they talking about these vaccines and all that, miss me. But the midwives feared God and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them, but saved the man children alive. And the king of Egypt called to the midwives and said unto them, why have ye done this thing? Ye have saved the men children alive. And the midwife said unto Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women. See that? It's a difference. It said, for they are lively. See that? That's that lively spirit. That's that what y'all call finesse. That's that charisma. That's that flavor. All them words that y'all put on the blacks, Latins, and Native Americans, the way we talk, the way we dress, the way we walk. That's that spirit. That's that lively spirit that Yahweh Shah has endowed his people with, even in captivity. That's why even in captivity, Umar Johnson had to say it. We don't even know what the fuck we doing, let alone got the world following and imitating us. Why? Because you cannot stop the power of Yahweh Shah. Just like he gave Esau the sword and transformed and brought him from being in the dunghill up to being, I'm finna show you who this motherfucker became. Ain't nobody playing. And this is another one. This is not used for any monetary gain. This is for educational purpose. Y'all had me grow up watching this cartoon. See that? Showing and mocking me basically in my face, showing how y'all transformed from that Job 30, you Edomites was bust down. See that? The caveman. To this. To this. Let's get it. I ain't even got to say nothing. Watch this. For all y'all who my age.
And the masters of the universe.
Now, let's go back.
Prince of Eternity.
See that? What's the first thing? He man. Why is it he? Because he's mocking us, even our language. He ya. Man bun. Ya bun. He man. See that? Right in our face, us whole time. Masters of the universe.
And the masters of the universe. I am Adam, Prince of Eternia, defender of the secrets of Castle Grayskull. This is Cringer, my fearless friend. Fabulous secret powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic sword and said, "By the power of Grayskull."
See that? And that's exactly what Esau did. Esau transformed into having the goddamn power. And when did he get that power? Let's go back. Genesis, the beginning. Because just like he transformed, we finna transform. I ain't gonna go into all the transformation, but I'm gonna go into what's gonna happen. Get that. Let's get that. This Genesis 25 and no, Genesis 27 and I'm gonna start at 38. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shall serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, I have the power. That's how Esau transformed himself into being endowed with that secret power, which is that secret knowledge, which y'all know him as the enlightened ones, the illuminated ones. See that? That's what that whole Illuminati thing was about. Him transforming into He-Man, and look at his utopia world. And he's finna come down with that last final lockdown, dark winter. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shall serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off his neck. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. See that? And I'm gonna go into the transfer, and I'm finna go into our blessing. See that? He got his. He-Man, okay, congratulations. You did your motherfucking thing. Our turn. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, Lob in the Hebrew, in his mind, the day of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. See that? And nothing has never changed since that day forward, right? But let's go. Disclaimer alert, this is not for no monetary gain. This is for educational purposes. So let's keep going with this He-Man.
Became the mighty Battle Cat, and I became He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe.
Right, Esau went along with everybody else, all the
Only
darkness.
3 others share this secret. Our friends, the Sorceress,
A witch,
Man-at-Arms,
the military,
together
and the
Castle
sorcerer.
Grayskull.
See that? Look, and then what? Castle Grayskull. Why? Because that goes back to the skull and bones. That goes back to death. That goes back to 322. That goes back to the creation of this world. And it all comes from out of their lair. And why it's only 3 people that know what's going on? The witches, the military men. See that? Somebody got to wield that motherfucking weapon. And a lot of these military men are spiritual from Patton. Thanks to the apostles, the great millstone exposed that. Of course, who the fuck else you was gonna learn it from? And the warlocks. That's all that's about. And that same warlock looked like who? Mickey motherfucking Mouse. Nigga, fuck out of here. Like, this ain't no game. The only game is you a game in the movie, playing your part, and don't even know it. Figure that one out. So, all right, let's finish this. And you see, that's where all the secrets lay. The mouth of the dragon.
The evil forces of Skeletor.
So y'all remember that. So now let's get into our part of the transformation of the He-Man. Because as y'all can see, oh damn, I just totally got off of Umar Johnson, huh? Totally. Left that nigga in the dust. All right, let's go back to what he was talking about.
I didn't order a pizza.
I know.
Because it's a little bit
But
more
Uncle
on
Bruno
there,
saved me so much from
which we know
insurance.
what the lesson
Probably a little
about.
something,
We know where I'm finna go.
Sad.
Blinder.
But it's
Guess
sad.
what? A part of this sickness that we got grew out of the fact that the hip hop industry created a whole bunch of overnight millionaires, which upset the natural age differential and respect ladder in
Yeah,
the black
yeah. They basically, Esau gave a bunch of buffoon rappers the gauntlet of leading our nation into the spiralness of what you see today and shit. That's why you can have people go in there and watch Jeezy and Gucci Man and actually think the shit is real. They actually think like, well, no, because what's the name cute? And because, see, they trap boys. And no, nigga, Esau control both of them niggas. And both of them niggas is leading y'all to y'all fucking death. But those of us who woke, let's get on what we on. Because we already know what they on. I ain't even got to go no farther into us being the salt of the world. Let's just go into this, us becoming the masses of the universe. You know? Because Yahweh Shah is setting us up. So let's go through our word, which was given to our ancestors, which is for us, the children, and see what we got coming. Fuck the church, nigga. The church ain't telling no motherfucker nothing. Church telling you to stand back. Like Trump told them one boys. We ain't standing by. We got the whole motherfucking thing. And we gonna bust it open. What are you talking about? Because you can be as nice and use all them $1 million words you want to, but goddamn, niggas still don't know the goddamn truth. That's a goddamn shame. Here I am swearing all kind of shit and laying these facts on you. Look, let's get it. We are finna become the masses of the universe. Now let's edify that. This John 14:1. Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you, I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go to prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also. And whither I go, ye know, and the way ye know. It's, you know what I'm saying? So Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah is basically just saying, in his Father's house is many mansions. Where's his Father's house? The heavens of heavens, which gonna be actually the universe. Yahweh Shah went to prepare that for us. See that? And that's coming straight out the man's mouth himself. Right out of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah mouth. Let's get that Isaiah 54:2. Let's get that. So Yahweh Shah went to prepare it for us. This Isaiah 54 and 2. Enlarge the place of thy tents, and let them stretch forth the curtains of thy habitation. Spare not, lengthen thy cords, and strengthen thy stakes. See that? And what is that? That's Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah opening up that universe, opening up them planets. That's why Esau is finding planets that's what? Inhabitable. But see, we also gonna get them extraterrestrial bodies too. See that? So Esau gotta wear all these protective suits and all that shit, but we gonna get them extraterrestrial bodies. And Yahweh Shah already preparing them places for us. The vehicles, which are the chariots of Israel, is gonna be transporting brothers to them places. Y'all already know about that. So don't ask, well, how the fuck we gonna get there? What we gonna fly, nigga? No, nigga, what you think the ships are for? You better get off of Esau motherfucking small minute world. See that? Cause we finna open up. Shit. It's Isaiah 40 and 22. Write these precepts down too. Cause they ain't gonna always have these videos going. They blocked my other channel to the 23rd of January, a month ago. It's Isaiah 40 and 22. Isaiah 40 and 22. I'm gonna start 21. Isaiah 40 and 21. Have ye not known? Have ye not heard? Has it not been told you from the beginning? Meaning you don't know this? Have ye not understood from the foundation of the earth? See, y'all understand the whole earth was made for us, bro. When he made the earth, he ain't just started making the universe and the planets. Them was made, but y'all wish y'all went to perfect them. Shit, which I can't even say that. But he letting you know, like, you ain't, this been from the foundation, this been from the beginning, that Israel is going to be the masters of the universe. It said, it is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth. So that flat earth BS and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers. This is the power that we dealing with, that we are grasshoppers. Esau too, and these other nations, and he finna make light work of them, that stretch out the heavens as a curtain and spread them out as a tent to dwell in. So that's going to be bringing more land. See that? We got more land coming on earth, and we got more land coming in the heavens. You know what I'm saying? Which that Isaiah 54 and 2 and Isaiah 40, 22 is talking about in the heavens having more planets and so forth. The deal. Let's get that Isaiah 60 and 22. Make sure I got it right. Okay, I was right. Yeah, okay. So the Isaiah 54 and 2 is the heavens. The Isaiah 40, 22 is more earth being on land. See that? When the missiles hit, you're going to have, because right now, you got what? 75% water, 25% earth? Well, you're going to have more earth after the missile's done. I even seen this one show where a volcano erupted from under the water, and it was spewing out all the ash, and it formed like an island. I was like, damn. So I can see how Yahweh Shah gonna do that with that fire. So yeah, that's gonna be beautiful. So yeah, so that Isaiah 54 and 2 is talking about stretching forth the curtains in the heavens, and us having them planets that John 14 and 1 said, in my Father's house there's many mansions. Yahweh Shah went to go prepare that for us. Now, Isaiah 40 and 22 is talking about on earth. We're going to have more land on earth. See that? Because it's going to be the headquarters for Jerusalem. And then Isaiah 60 and 22 say, a little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Lord, will hasten it in his time. And why did it say, yeah, the Lord going to hasten in his time? Because that's going to happen after everything. That's the rebirth of the Israelites into the kingdom of heaven through the elect. And it said, what? One shall become 1,000. That's why I say we're gonna have 100 wives. What do you think them 100 wives gonna have? 100 children. That's why we're gonna have all these planets. We're gonna have Archems with their own motherfucking planets. See that? Masters of the motherfucking universe. We ain't playing when we saying that. Yahweh Shai ain't write this for us in vain. We will become the masters of the universe. This is what you gotta get yourself prepared for. This is what all this is about. The preparation of the kingdom of heaven, ushering in to the 12 tribes of Israel, the scattered and the elect. The first fruit. Ooh, I know y'all mad. Let's get that Matthew 19 and 27. No, y'all mad. Ooh, no, y'all mad. Matthews 19 and 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahweh shall say unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, see that? Meaning reincarnation. That's why those of us who had this knowledge back then, we coming back. But this it right here. When the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And everyone that have forsaken houses, or brothers, or sisters, or fathers, or mothers, or wives, or children. So I ain't taking no RFID chip for nobody. Which I only say I'm saying that because a lot of y'all don't have the knowledge of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. And that's that default right there on y'all. Because it say that, well, that's my next lesson. I'm going into it already. Or wives, or children, or lands, for my name's sake shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. So I can just get ready. Because we finna become what? The masters of the universe, baby. You gotta get yourself used to that. That you finna become the masters of the universe. Let's keep it going. It's Isaiah 14 and 18. Let me show y'all. We're finna become the masters of the universe. We ain't playing. This Isaiah 14, 18. I'm gonna start at 12. Isaiah 14 and 12. Because this one Esau go down. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? See that? Lucifer is who? Esau, the Edomites, with their Luciferianism. They got the light as He-Man. And they was indulged with that secret knowledge. And they did it with what? Through his sword. See that? But he gonna fall out of his heaven. This is his heaven right now. O Lucifer, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? Right. The Edomites went over there to Mesopotamia, aka today Iraq, destroyed Saddam Hussein and his sons. They jumped right to Afghanistan, jumped to Syria, jumped to Egypt, doubled back to Afghanistan. Now they trying to go into Iran. See that? And they over in the Pacific, in the Asian Pacific at the same time. Trying to go into North Korea, South Korea. They all over in Europe. They all over in Latin America. You just had the military special force guys who got caught trying to, I think, either go into, I forgot which country that was in Latin America, but they caught their ass trying to come on through the submarine on a little boat with weapons to take out the Maduro. Am I saying his name right? Well, I think Maduro is the puppet in Venezuela. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. This Isaiah 14 and 13. For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend to heaven. I will exalt my thrones above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation, the sides of the north. Right. He put himself up as Christ. And now the blacks, Latin, Native American worship him as Jesus. Jesus. I will ascend above the heights of the cloud. I will be like the Most High. That's his satellite. That's why he set up the pyramid. What's on the top? the eye, his satellites. He can see everything, hear everything, and be like God. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man, He-Man? Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that dideth shake kingdoms? See that? Because these Edomites been on since the Roman Empire all the way to today. I mean, to the Greco-Roman Empire all the way to today. That made the world as a wilderness, that destroyed the cities thereof, that openeth not the house of the prisoners. And we here throughout North, Central, South America, prisoners under these people. All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, everyone in his own house. And that's our job. We gonna take everybody and put everybody back into their own place. Like Moabites over there, Ammonites over there, Japheth over there, Elam over there, Ham over there. See that? Everybody get their own little back to where you was at. And then what's gonna happen, right? It's Isaiah 2:1. The word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem, the 12 tribes of Israel. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain, meaning the government of the Lord's house, shall be established in the top of the mountain. So Israel gonna be the top echelon of everybody. Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountain, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lords, to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his path. That don't mean they get to come into the kingdom of heaven. That mean they just gonna be tributaries unto us. See, that's what y'all get used to. Stop taking this as a form of, oh, see, they're gonna get the worship. No, motherfucker. Them tributary slaves. Teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his path. For out of Zion shall go forth the law. That's a separation. That's how you know everybody ain't gonna be. No, we're gonna put all the nations in their own place. And you only gonna do, and what's gonna be established? The laws of the Israelites. Because that's the perfect law. That's why I say it ain't gonna be no more death, ain't gonna be no more pain, ain't gonna be no more none of that. Because we're gonna put in righteous order through this from this book. But that's gonna be in us. We're gonna take that stony and make it flesh. That's what he's talking about, meaning lively. Path for out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. And he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people. Those who want to, no, I ain't got to do because I got my own culture and I got my, well, we finna put your ass down. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. Why they ain't gonna do that? Because we gonna be governing everything. We gonna be the police of the world. Ain't gonna be nobody having to defend themselves and do this and do that. No, because everything that's being ushered out and why it's happening got to come through us now. Masters of the universe. See that? Get ready to become, and the apostles taught us this a minute ago, that you rehearsing the righteous act because you're getting ready to be in rulership. See that? Understand that. She'll turn, I'm going to start again at 4. Isaiah 2:4. And he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. O house of Jacob, come ye and let us walk in the light of the Lord. And that's exactly, you know what I'm saying, what we doing now. So let's keep it going. It's Zechariah 14:16. Use this a little bit. Just real quick, so I want to kind of go through this because we kind of hitting a 30-minute. It's Zechariah 14. Zechariah 14:16. And it shall come to pass that everyone that is left of all the nations which come against Jerusalem shall even go up from year to year to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, and to keep the Feast of Tabernacles. And it shall be that whosoever will not come up of all the families of the earth. See, so it ain't going to be no togetherness. No, Israel, top of the mountain, and everybody else gonna be tributaries unto us. Why you think our gates in heaven gonna be open? Because there's gonna be a train of goods coming in. And we got a scripture on that too, but that's for another lesson. But those of y'all who listen, who want to know that, hit me in the comment box and I'll put that scripture out there. And it shall be that whosoever will not come of all the families of the earth unto Jerusalem to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, even upon them shall be no rain. So it ain't gonna even rain. So that means your animals gonna die. You gonna die from thirst. Your land gonna die. Everything. And if the family of Egypt go not up and come not to have no rain, there shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite the heathens that come not up to keep the Feast of Tabernacles. This shall be the punishment of Egypt and the punishment of all nations that come not up to keep the Feast of Tabernacles. So motherfuckers gonna have to come get it how they live. And this Revelation, come on. This is Revelation 2 and 25. But that which ye have already hold fast till I come. That's this truth. Hold fast to it. And he that overcometh, overcome what? This world, the wickedness of this world. Not letting go of this truth. Not giving in to the chip. The image of the beast. Which is this daily life. And he that overcometh and keepeth my word unto the end, to him will I give power over the nation. See that? That's why I said we're going to be endowed with that power to be the next He-Mans, the masters of the universe. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I receive of my Father. And I will give him the morning star, meaning the light. Because the morning star is notorious for what? Lucifer, the day dawning, you know what I'm saying, the morning light. And that's what Esau was given. That's why in that He-Man, he said he was what? Secret knowledge and power was given to him. And only 3 people know it, which came out of that goddamn treasure, skull and bone shit. The witches, the warlocks, the military man. Shit. That's why Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah is doing what? Bringing back the house of David. See that? Because that house of David got that same spirit. See? Because both of the sides got to counterbalance each other out. Let me show you that real quick. How both sides got to counterbalance themselves out. Can't have one without the other. It's the same program. It's just either the left hand or the right hand. But it's the same format. This Ecclesiasticus 33 and I'm gonna start 13. As the clay is in, no, I'm gonna start at Ecclesiastes 33 and 7. Why does one day exalt another, when as all the lights of every day in the year is of the sun, which we know is our holy days. By the knowledge of the Lord they were distinguished, and he alternate seasons and feasts. Some of them have he made high, and hallowed them are high holy days. That's why the lunar calendar, everything is based off of us. That's why Esau switched it to what? The sun. Solar. That's why he did that, because he's the total opposite. Some of them has he made high days and hallowed them, and some of them has he made ordinary days, and they got the ordinary days. But you see how they put they spin and they spice and they propaganda to Christmas, to Easter, to Thanksgiving, see that, to the birthdays. That's their propaganda machine. Taught you that. And all men are of the ground, and Adam was created of earth. In much knowledge the Lord has divided them and made their ways diverse. Some of them have he blessed and exalted, and some of them has he sanctified and sat near himself. But some of them have he cursed and brought low and turned out of their place. And that's the Edomites. He cursed them, brought them low, turned them out their place, and they got the world today. As the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it as his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him to render to them as like him best. Good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. So look upon all the work of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against another. There you go. So you got to have the counterbalance. So just like what Esau has set up, this is spiritually what's being set up today. See that? Let me get that House of David. This Amos 9 and 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacles of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. That's why a lot of us Akims and Akwa are like warriors. It said that they may possess the raiment of Edom and all the heathens which are called by my name, said the Lord that does this. Because Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah gonna give them into our hand. That's why he's sending his son. It said, behold, the day comes, said the Lord, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes of him that soweth seed, and the mountain shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. It said, and I will bring again the captivity of my people of Israel, and they shall build the waste cities and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof. They shall also make grapes and eat the fruit thereof. See that? Which, I mean, I could keep going, but Edom gonna do this for us, because we ain't gonna have to do nothing. See that? We ain't gotta do nothing, but that's what we inherited. So let me get this. And when I say Esau gonna do it, I'm gonna jump a little bit. I'm gonna go a little backwards, just to stay on, because it's the way you build them precepts. This Isaiah 49:22. Isaiah 49 and 22. Thus said the Lord God, behold, I will lift up my hand to the Gentiles and set up my standard to the people, and they shall bring the sons, and they shall bring thy sons in thy arms, and thy daughters shall be carried upon their shoulders. They're going to be our servants. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face towards the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, for they shall not be ashamed that wait on me. See that? So these other nations, they kings and they queens, they're going to bow down to us. See that? That's the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. And why they going to bow down? Because of that. Isaiah 45. I told you we indulge with power just like Esau when he turned to He-Man. It's Isaiah 45 and 14. Thus said the Lord, the labor of Egypt and merchandise of Ethiopians and of the Sabians, man of stature, shall come over unto thee, and they shall be thine. They shall come after thee in chains. They shall come over, and they shall fall down unto thee. They shall make supplication unto thee, saying, surely God is in thee, and there is none else. There is no God. Verily, verily, thou art a God that hideth thyself, O God of Israel, the Savior. They shall be ashamed and also confounded, all of them. They shall go to confusion together that are makers of idol. Because they're going to see us fly, man. And that's going to bug them out. When they see a group of Mutant X, Magneto and them, Hulk, Avengers, all them characters that Esau portray in this utopia world of his, they're gonna be like, oh shit, he been hiding himself in these people, man. These truly are the masters of the universe. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. Because we're a world of our own, baby. And that's what y'all just going to have to get used to. Just like Esau, you only can have one ruler at a time. Well, check it out. Ours coming, one ruler at a time. The second Exodus, we're going to end with this. 6 and 7. Second Exodus. Second Exodus 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the pardon asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that follow? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob handheld first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow. See that? And with that, we'll give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rikar Kadash.